Hi everyone, I'm recording this video to explain the current work I have with the group and workspace level for policy management. So far the idea I have is like this example on the group level. And on the group level, we have a policy page and we have a policy list. So it's very similar to project level, but what is difference here is the column here as accessibility and scopes. So the accessibility is basically just say is group level or workspace level. So for the group level is editable for the group, for the workspace level is read only. Like we need to explain people why this is read only and why why I'm saying that is editable instead of read only instead of group level and project level is because I think about it, if we put group level and workspace level here, people will still be confused, like what do you mean by work level and workspace level. Basically what we want to tell them is that you have the editable rights or you don't have it. So that's more important information. And if I put both information here, editable group level, and it's also confusing, like for example, read only workspace level, and people are thinking, okay, is workspace level read only or now is read only? So here I just suggested to read only and editable to make sure that the most important information is understandable by the user. And for the tooltip, we explain why it's read only. And same with open the popover. We will tell user that why this is editable. And another thing is the scope. The scope, I'm thinking that when you have like group level and workspace level, and maybe for MVC that we can say if you have a group level, it applies for all the policies in the group, all the projects in the group. This policy will apply to all the projects in the group, but I'm not sure that is very usable because I think it's very possible that when user create a policy, they only want this policy to be effective to be used in a certain project. So I think it's probably good to introduce it at the beginning, that for each policy user can choose that which project will be affected by the this policy when it creates on group level and for workspace level, and they can choose which group will be used this policy, especially for people when they have a large amount of policy, a large amount of projects, and some project that is just a test project. If you place a policy there and you cannot remove them out from the policies, might slow down their development or something. So I think it should be in MVC, but that's discussable. We can also make it iterative. So for this scope, how to edit the scope, I think about two options. So the first option is the edit scope is actually just inside this drawer. It's not inside the edit. Or we can put it at both places, but I think it could be like editable at this drawer level. Like for example, here users see it, they can already add one, for example, test project, and they can remove it. It's very quick and very easy. They don't need to go to edit. And another reason why I want to do that is when you choose a read-only one, so you can still edit here because we disable the edit button, it's read-only. A user cannot edit any content of this policy because this is a workspace level. We basically tell user why there should be a tooltip, hover, and user says, hey, this is work level policy at the group level is read only. But I think there could be a possibility, like for example, if I have a group level, a workspace level policy I use on the group level, and if on the group level, I'm not allowed to choose projects, then it will default to all projects, right? It's the same reason I explained before. that if user have a lot of projects, some project has strict rules, some projects don't need strict rules. If they create a group level policy apply to all of them, and it could cause problem. And if we move the thing to workspace level only, which is option 2, that's also could be a problem that for workspace level, those people create to the policy, they're not so familiar with the projects. So they're not for sure for each group which projects needed. So they want to give that to the group manager, the flexibility, or give them the right to do which project should use this policy. So that's why I think it should be on the drawer level and not on the actually the edit itself. So this is option 1. So option 1 is on the drawer, user can edit which projects are affected by this policy. So it's here. So option 2 on the list is similar, but what its difference is, so user cannot edit anything here. Everything here is read-only. And the scope, user can see that projects are using this policy are these two. If they want to edit it, they need to click on edit button, and it's here. So I think this is okay, but this will be a problem for read-only, like for workspace level policy. So here, user cannot do any editing. That means like if they want to change any project or using this policy, they need to go to group level. So they cannot edit here. They need to tell their group, other workspace, they need to go to the workspace level, and they need to tell their workspace manager says, hey, like I'm at the group level, I want to add for my group this project to this, I cannot edit it, could you do that? So that's the only difference between like option 1 and option 2. And I will export those also as a fig into the issue so we can comment on it. So that's my main question. Like, what do you think is option 1, option 2, or like maybe option 1 is for later and option 2 is for MVC. So I think that's all like we need to discuss. And then later on after we decide this, I can also do the same design on the workspace level. So now you see the example is only on the work level. Thank you so much.